You're listening.
You're listening
You're listening
to the International
Posit Podcast Network. And welcome to Three Guys, Three Questions. In this lightning round, in this lightning round, we test the limits of propriety through the questions you ask us, and later we'll follow up on listener questions and comments from a previous episode. Without further ado, here's our first question. Do you think Thanksgiving is a disappearing holiday? That comes from Cammy's Thoughts via Twitter.
I don't know about generally, but in my life it is, because I'm not going home for Thanksgiving and I'm just going to be alone.
You'll be alone for Thanksgiving.
But I'm not sad about it at all, or trying to bring other people down with me or anything.
Adam, won't you be alone even if you do go home for Thanksgiving?
I really didn't need that.
Okay, so sorry.
I think Thanksgiving is being hedged out on either end by Halloween and Christmas, I think. Because you can't market thankfulness very well.
Yeah, pretty much the only way to sell something is to make people discontent, and Thanksgiving is all about being content. So
right. Andrew, what do you think?
I agree. I don't know. I don't really have any thoughts. I don't have.
It is weird timing how we have
it's just like yes. And
we have 3 months in a row with big holidays. You know what I mean? It is kind of crazy like that.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Our next question comes from Ultra Nerd via Twitter, and he asks, "What is your favorite item of playground equipment?" Don't answer all at once.
Okay. I'll wait a second.
I always seem to jump on the gun, and I wanted to give other people a space to talk for once in my life.
Give someone the gun, if you will.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll go first then. I think mine was always the teeter-totter, which is really because I enjoyed it. It was like you could jump really high,
right?
But I never enjoyed it to its fullest because it's like me and my brother would hang out, but I'm 2 years older than him. So one of us got to enjoy the teeter-totter.
There was an older man who was a rodeoer. He did rodeos.
Is that really what you call someone who does a rodeo?
He was a cowboy, and he did rodeos, and so he was really tough. You know what I mean? He lived kind of across the street from us, and he had in his backyard a teeter-totter that was on a telephone post that went up 4 feet in the center. So a regular teeter-totter is only maybe 2 feet, in the center. This was up 4 feet or 5 feet, so it was really tall. And then it was probably 20 feet long. You know what I mean? So you could go up really, really high.
You could go to a third floor window, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and instead of it just being an up and down axis in the middle, it was swiveling. So he could go up and down and swivel. He had it for his grandkids and stuff, and there was so many broken bones that he disassembled it. And then one day I was over there, and I was like, "We should rebuild it." And so my siblings and me we helped put it back together.
That sounds amazing and dangerous
died.
and exactly what I want in my life.
Adam, what's your favorite playground equipment?
I don't know what it's called, but it's this big disc, and then it has handles or whatever and stuff.
It's like a merry-go-round,
and then it spins around.
Yeah, it's like a merry-go-round.
I think it's called a merry-go-round.
It's small and people powered.
Yeah, those things are so cool. I love those.
It's amazing. I love that so much.
Dizzy.
You just run around the outside of it, and you try to go as fast as you can, and then you jump onto it, and then you try to crawl to the middle, and then crawl to the other side.
Yeah.
I just realized that playground equipment was a lot more dangerous when we were kids.
A lot more fun.
Yeah.
My favorite piece of playground equipment is a steam engine. There was a playground growing up that had an old fighter jet.
Oh, so you're serious?
It had a tank. It had an old steam engine. I liked crawling through the mechanisms of the steam engine underneath. It was fun. One time
Did
I got
you ever
trapped
try to
for
turn it on? Because if I was a kid, I would try to go find pieces of wood.
I didn't have that much coal.
Try to start it.
Take it. It was only on so much track. You know what I mean? It wasn't going to go anywhere.
I would not have considered that as a child.
Just little Aaron shoveling in coal into a steam engine.
Little baby Aaron.
All right. The third question comes from Rai Amadon via Twitter. And this wasn't technically, he didn't use the Ask3G hashtag. But I think this is a question we need to talk about on here. And he says, @_3G3Q, what's your fave? And then it's a link to a picture that he took of 3 condiments that he's done. He's basically at a fast food nulling. You guys know what nulling is? Have you heard about that?
Oh yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, sure. Okay.
It's where you line up things you order things and take pictures of them.
I feel like this is a very esoteric joke.
It's not a joke, it's like a thing he's doing. But there's like a stone ground kind of deli mustard on the left. There's a mustard in the middle, and then there's some red sauce on the right. And I don't know if it's ketchup or
I was gonna say barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce.
It looks a little barbecuey.
It doesn't it? It looks a little sweeter than regular ketchup.
Just a little kiwi.
What's your fav, as he says?
Barbecue,
No,
I guess. I don't really understand the question totally because it's just a picture.
That feels like you're cheapening his question.
Andrew, what do you say?
I like I think it's like the stone ground mustard or honey mustard. Either way.
Yeah, if it's honey mustard, no. But it doesn't look like honey mustard to me.
Yeah.
It looks like deli mustard, like the kind that's kind of like rougher mustard, got horseradish in it.
Like a Dijon mustard.
Yeah, I picked the left, so that's my answer. Sorry, middle of the road yellow mustard.
Do you not like honey mustard?
I like it, but I prefer not sweetened mustard.
Huh.
Because it's a different thing. All right. That's the questions. Here's some follow-up and feedback.
Specific. It is a different thing than the other thing.
Hey, so we got some football feedback from Wonder Yak, and he postulates that football exists because throwing and catching a ball is fun.
Scientifically sounds like that's proven.
I mean, I guess that's possible, but also baseball exists. So,
well, that might be the explanation for that as well. I mean,
do you think that most sports? Do you think that's the most of the explanations for most sports?
Probably for everything except soccer.
Well, it's kind of fun kicking a ball.
Kinda,
but that's not throwing.
I had a memory just now that my dad used to throw a football around the house, like indoors.
At you? As you're walking through around.
Yeah, like we would play catch, like we're watching TV, playing catch with the football. And I'm just thinking about how I can't envision anyone I know doing that or putting up with that. But it was like not even a problem. Like I don't remember my mom even like yelling at us or anything. So that might explain some things. Dating feedback. We what was it? A question from our last episode is it okay for or is it acceptable for a woman to ask out a man or initiate something like that?
Yeah.
We got some feedback on Facebook from Jennifer Tenderizer. I'm just going to keep
protecting her name.
These nicknames.
Change the names.
She says you should read the book He Is Just Not That Into You to learn the rules of dating. The rules exist, but no one knows where to find them, or they think it is outdated and no longer needed. However, with all this Netflix and quote unquote Netflix and chill, the rules are needed now more than ever. I think that's a good statement, and I think this is like maybe the only female person who actually responded to that episode.
Actually,
just bunch of
my
dudes.
friend texted me, and she said that it was really funny, and she enjoyed our stories of our ignorance of female anatomy. So.
Oh, that's good. That's what I was shooting.
Also,
for.
she really liked your story about the contract.
Oh my gosh! Like, I swear, like 3 times this week, I woke up in the middle of the night just with this shame washing over me about that. Like, it dredged up a lot of feelings. There was also some fallout while we're talking about the fact that we did a Sadie Hawkins episode. Andrew, do you want to talk about that?
Well, I don't know how it happened, but we all got asked out for Sadie Hawkins. But here's the thing: we didn't really have like a thing for it. We were just like, "Hey, you want to go?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah,
but,
I didn't even know there wasn't a dance.
like nothing happened after that, but we did get asked.
Yeah, it's you know what? It's nice to be asked.
We got asked to an event which did not exist, but it still felt good.
It made me
That's
feel
almost,
special.
you know what? That's almost better than being asked to an event that does exist.
You know
you're
what?
like, oh.
Then now I don't have to dance. It's wonderful.
Yeah, you
Oh,
don't
yeah, it's
have to
like-
go.
I feel special, but I don't have to do anything.
You know what? I think you're right. I think maybe like 90% of the benefit of events is being asked to go, not the actual going itself.
Yeah.
So why do we even do the things? Why don't we
I'm
just
just-
make up a bunch of fake events? Hey, Andrew,
Okay.
would you like to go to Friends Appreciation Dinner?
Hey, that's awesome. I'm glad you thought of me. Yes, I'd love to go.
Awesome. Hey, Adam,
Yes.
would you like to go to Smart People Club?
I would love to. Is there going to be food there?
No.
Maybe. It's not actually, it's not real.
Oh.
But when I heard of Smart People Club, I thought I should invite Adam.
Trick me?
There will be food if you bring it.
If it's in your house. Netflix and chili. All right. Shout out to Andrew Hooster. Like a rooster.
Andrew Rooster?
All right, well.
I might try to make that an event here on campus and see if it flies.
Let us know how that goes. Other than that, thanks for listening, everybody. Would you like us to cover your quandary or settle a debate? You can send your questions to us and we'll provide answers as deep and meaningful as those we just gave. There are several ways for you to send us your questions. Tweet your questions with the hashtag Ask3G. Leave a voicemail or text at 760-881-4382 or send a carrier pigeon to California. Until next time, remember to question everything.